A warm welcome to all of you. I am Mrs. Khushbu Pathak, Assistant Professor, Department of Management, SSMV Bhilai. Today I am going to discuss the introductory part of sales management. This subject is one of the part of BBA 5th semester and it is also useful for BCom, MCom and also MBA. So let us start my presentation about introductory part of sales management. So here what are the main contents of sales management which I am going to deal with. First, introduction, then meaning, definitions, process, objectives, then concluding remark. Then let us start the introduction. So first see in this diagram at the center point sales management is there and there are so many dimensions which are directly associated and linked with sales management like strategy, structure, process, customer relationship management, that is CRM, forecast, metrics, compensation, quoting, people, skills, leadership. So there are many dimensions of sales management. Sales management is having a very broader concept, but at the same time sales management is one of the part or branch of marketing management. Here we are most of the time concerned about selling maximum unit and training our sales personnel, developing right skill for selling goods and services. So these are the different dimensions of sales management. So let us introduce the sales management. Sales management refers to the administration, the personal selling component of a company's marketing program. It includes the planning, implementation, and control of sales programs, as well as recruiting, training, motivating, and evaluating members of the sales force. The art of meeting and the art of meeting and exceeding the sales goals of an organization through effective planning, controlling, budgeting, and leadership refers to sales management. Here we need to clear about what is sales management. Sales management is basically it's a study about personal selling and marketing plans of the company. It includes planning, implementation and control of sales program. Basically what are the sales program, the planning, implementation part and controlling aspect. At the same time planning also involves the recruitment, selection, training, motivation, compensation, evaluation of members of sales force. Means what? Sales executives and salesmen. Sales management is the attainment of sales force goals in an effective and efficient manner through planning, staffing, training, leading, controlling organizational resources. Here we are talking about in any type of organization, company always want to fulfill the goals and objectives of the company. At the same time in sales management also we are having certain type of goals which we have set, the targets we want to achieve. So how we can achieve the goals and the objectives of the company? By planning, by doing planning, by staffing, training, leading and controlling the organizational resources. Means whatever the resources which we are having, so maximum utilization of the resources so that we can achieve our goals and objectives of the organization. Here just a diagram which shows how sales management works. Like technology is one of the important part and obviously the increasing sales will definitely leads to the maximum or increase in the income of the company. Price fluctuation is there, the price fluctuations in different types of products, new product or existing products, and the company who is selling their maximum products or gaining a market share, that will be the market leader of the particular segment or particular market. So the sales data and facts and figures are very important aspects in sales management. Now let us understand the actual meaning of sales management. The term sales management consists of two words, that is sales and management. The terms are used commonly in our day-to-day business finding sales management. We should understand sales and management separately. Sales management, this word is made up of two words, that is one is sales and another is management. So let us understand the meaning in a meaning separately. First, meaning of sales. Sales means selling a product or a service in return for money or any other compensation. It is an exchange of goods and services between two parties, the buyer and the seller gets the monetary reward, profits by satisfying the needs of the buyers. Ultimately, here there are two parties, one is seller and one is buyer. Buyer produces a product and offer this basically seller is a manufacturer of the product and sell the products to the buyer. So buyer is a customer who purchases the product, and on behalf of purchasing that product, he or she will pay that much amount of money to this seller. So it's exchange process basically. It's exchange process where there are sellers are there and buyers are there. So it's exchange process and money is transferred from buyers to sellers. So meaning of sales. Then meaning of management. Management is the process of defining, designing and maintaining the environment in which individuals working together in groups efficiently accomplish selected aims. So in this definition, we are describing about the management as a process. It's a process for understanding the market, knowing the market, understanding the individuals or groups for achieving the organizational goals and objectives. The planning, recruiting and selection, training, organizing, supervision, compensating, coordinating of the sales force, all these come under the sales management. It is a part and parcel of marketing management. Basically, when we are talking about sales management, it's a part of marketing management, is one of the part of marketing management, and sales management is having a narrow concept, narrow scope as compared to marketing management. So these are the aspects which involves in sales management. Here let us understand the difference between the marketing and selling concept, because we are talking about the sales management, so we need to understand. First, we are going to discuss the marketing concept. First, the market is there where different types of peoples or customers are there. Then customer needs and wants is there. According to market, different people exist. So the customer needs and wants are there. Then integrated marketing is there. Then profits through customer satisfaction. Ultimately, in marketing concept, we are identifying a particular market. Then we are identifying the needs and wants of the customer. Then we are offering integrated marketing programs and different types of goods and services. Ultimately, our objective is for customer satisfaction and profit maximization is definitely the objective of company, but it will be only after customer satisfaction. It's a marketing concept. But when we talk about the selling concept, the starting point is factory, where products are manufactured, goods and services are manufactured or made in a factory. Then we are focused about existing product, whatever the existing products company is offering to the customers in the market. Then whatever the means we are trying to selling and promoting. So we need to sell our products, and at the same time we have to promote our product. Then only our product will be sold in the market. Then ends profits through sales volume. Here we are concerned about how many numbers or how many units what we are having today, or for a target. So maximum number of units should be sold in the market. Then we can evaluate and calculate the profit. So it's a selling concept where we are concerned about the a number of products that is manufactured today. So we are trying our best to promote and sell those goods and services as in a target manner. So we target the sell of the products, and ultimately maximum number of products when sold, then we can call it as a profit. So it's a selling concept. So then again, in actual practice, the sales management, then that how primary assignment of the sales manager is the management of personal sales force, while the personal related tasks do not their total responsibility. As a result, their personal related responsibilities are called as sales force management. Here it's a brief about sales management. What is the actual work of the sales manager? Here when we talk about the sales management, the actual roles and responsibility of sales management is to sales managers and sales executives. So what they are doing, they are trying their best for management of sales force. So whatever the personnel, whoever the personnels we are working in the organizations as a sales executive, as a salesman, so the management of sales force is one of the greatest tasks of the sales management. It's a sales manager. It is related mainly to the management of sales department, which is an important organizational unit of the management. Basically, sales management deals with the sales department and also deals with the sales manager. So ultimately, it's a very important part in the organization. Salesforce may communicate effectively with other departments of the company if it is a well-planned organization and has an appropriate distribution network. It refers to the direction and control of Salesforce. Means it is a very important for not only for sales department but also for the whole organization. Sales department is very important. So what are the sales management trends? What we are doing in sales management from two. So we are dealing with the transactions. So the transactions between the buyers and sellers will definitely leads to a good relationship. It's a healthy relationship will be developed. So by doing transactions, you can have a good relations with your customers, your suppliers, the government organizations, the financial institutions, bankers, publics. So by having a good transactions with the people, with the outsider, with the stakeholders, you can develop a good healthy relationship. Then individuals are working in the organization and in the sales department also as a salesman, as a sales manager, and all the individuals, those who are working for the sales or doing their best for selling the products, so they can company make the teams. The sales teams is made, and which comprises a different types of individuals. So individuals leads to teams. Then sales volume will definitely come after a company achieves its target about the maximum unit of products will be sold. So it's a sales volume. So sales volume will lead to sales productivity will be improved or enhanced. Then management. What here we are talking about the sales management. So what's a management? We are having the sales force, we are having the salesmen, sales personnel, sales executives, managers, officers. So how the work is going? By doing the leadership. Among all of them, one is the leader, and the leadership process is going on for the sales management or for selling their maximum products, and how the strategy is made, how they plan to sell the products, how the strategy they will make to sell the product. So the management leads to the leadership. Local to global, it's a concept from local products to the global products. So company try their best to improve their the qualities of goods and services from the existing to the new one. The definitions are there. The definitions by AMA, American Marketing Association. Direction and control of personal selling includes recruiting, selecting, routing, supervising, paying, and motivating, as these tasks apply to the personal sales force. So these are the activities which are done under the sales management. The another definition, sales management can be seen as a segment of the organization's marketing mix. It deals with the formatting of sales strategies, product merchandising and pricing and sales promotion activities, distribution function and planning, staffing, supervising, motivating and controlling of sales personnel to attain the desired sales objective. Again, sales force management is there. It's a part of marketing management, and ultimately the main objective, the sale, ultimately we have to attain, we have to accomplish the sales objectives. So let us understand the actual process of sales management. So in this diagram we are having the different management functions. So according to this, we are understanding sales management in terms of management functions. So there are 7 boxes here. It starts from resources. What are the resources company is having? Human, financial, raw materials, technology and information. So company is having a different types of, some are limited and some are unlimited resources. So company is having different types of resources available to it. Then it will go to the next level, controlling. So here the process start with the planning. So first step is to plan. Planning, building a profitable customer oriented sales teams. So in planning is a forward planning, means thinking before doing, planning in advance. Forward planning means whatever things which you are going to do in future, so first you have to plan accordingly. So if you are having a good plan, so that implementation will be much better. So planning is one of the aspect. Then you go for the staffing, hiring the right people to sell and lead. Ultimately hiring a right type of salesman, right type of person, so that they can have certain skills, certain knowledge, skill, attitude, so that maximum sales can be possible. So staffing is there. Then training is there. Training is very important. Educating sales personnel to satisfy customers' needs. After hiring the employees, training is very essential aspect, so that they can develop their skills according to it. Then leading, guiding average people to perform at above average levels. So performance evaluation is one of the aspect that we need to understand, we need to evaluate the how many people are average performing and how many are above performing sales personnel. So we need to lead those weak areas, we need to work in those weak areas and develop the right skill set for them. Then controlling is the last part. In controlling, evaluating the past to guide the future. In this complete process, controlling at the end, in controlling process, what we are trying to measure is that whatever the steps in this process which we have taken, is there any correction required, is there any mistake we have done. So if there is an issue, so we need to correct it at this moment of time in controlling functions. So at the end, it definitely leads to the performance, obtain goals, product sales and profits, customer satisfaction, efficiency and effectiveness. Ultimately, in this diagram, what we are trying to say is that company is having different types of resources. They are working towards the management functions, planning, staffing, training, leading and controlling. And what are the outcomes of this? Result of this process is that performance. So we will achieve our goals and objectives. Product sales and profits, definitely the maximum sales is there, profit is there, and definitely customer will satisfy, the customer satisfaction aspect is there, efficiency is there and effectiveness. So this is the functions or the sales management process. So let us see one by one. First is planning. Previously we have discussed in this diagram about planning, the conscious systematic process of making decisions about goals and activities that an individual, group, work unit or organization will pursue in the future and use of the resources needed to attain them. It is an attempt by the sales manager to anticipate the future in order to achieve the sales objectives for products and services, and profitability of the operations depend upon the sales environment. So planning is done for doing the sales related activities and sales related performing sales related operations and activity, and ultimately we have to achieve the sales objectives. Staffing, again, activities undertaken to attract, develop and maintain effective sales personnel within an organization that is able to acquire, develop and stimulate the manpower will be successful in the long run, the backbone of the organization. Basically, the manpower is the backbone of the organization. So selecting the right person at the right time at the right place. Training, again, training put forth by an employer to provide the salesperson job related culture, skill, knowledge and attitudes that result in improved performance in the selling environment. So training is required to developing skill and knowledge among the existing staff or employees. Then leading, the ability to influence other people towards the attainment of objective. Ultimately, we have to achieve the objective, so that we need to lead the people and influence and develop their abilities. Controlling, monitoring the salesperson's activities, determining whether the organization is on target towards its goal, and making corrections as necessary. Controlling is the last part of the diagram or the management functions. Here we are trying to identify the maybe there may be mistakes is there may be correction is required. So we need to work it, whatever planning we have done, is it target oriented, or are we attaining our goals and objectives. So we need to work out in controlling aspects. So making corrections, making clear about the whatever the mistakes you have done, and for this controlling. Then we are focusing, the next topic is that objectives of sales management. Why we are concerned about the sales management objectives. So everything, whatever the subject, whatever the topic we have choose, so everything must have a objective. For what objective or for what purpose we are studying this subject, or practically why we are studying or doing in this area. So for objectives, some of the points are there why we are setting objectives for sales management. Sales manager in this aspect are one who help implement the objectives of sales management. Top management are responsible for overall organizational operations and guide lower management with proper strategy to achieve these objectives. Top management should come up with fresh idea of new products produced and marketed in a manner which meets customers' needs and expectations. So setting objectives of sales management is important. So it's the first step. Then objective setting is done at the top level management, and ultimately, so company should work on developing a new product with having a good technology. The latest technology should be implemented, and also the quality should be maintained so that we can satisfy the customer needs and expectations. Thus, sales management involves a strong interaction between sales, marketing and top management, and worked as an integrated unit under the organization as a whole. So these are the very important aspects of the organization, like sales is there, department is there, sales department is there, marketing is there, and top management. So they are integrated in an integration manner. They are working for achieving the organizational objectives. Sales management necessitates several objectives which are executed by sales manager. There are three main objectives of sales management in the organization. Basically, there are three objectives, but at the same times we are having a different types of objectives. So the three important are sales volume, contribution to profits, continuous growth. So these are the three main objectives, and others can be profitability, market share, corporate image. So let's see, sales management are generally divided into quantitative and qualitative objectives. So objectives are also divided into two aspects. So let us see what are the quantitative objectives companies set for the sales management. In a quantitative manner, we can calculate. Quantitative means the objectives which we can calculate. So it's a quantifiable. First, to increase the sales volume, definitely. To enhance the profitability, to retain and capture market share, to determine sales volume in a ways of to profitability, to obtain new accounts of given types. Ultimately, to increase sales, to increase profitability, capture market share, profitability. So these are the quantitative objectives. Again, others are there to keep personal expenses within special limits. So limits should be there to secure targeted percentage of certain accounts of business, to gather accurate information to base the sales forecast, to acquire more market share. Ultimately, we are trying our best for maximum sales volume, maximum market share, and profitability. Then next, what are the qualitative objectives? To do the entire selling job. So it is related with the skills and knowledge. So the entire selling job should be done in a proper manner, to provide technical advice whenever necessary. So technical advice should be provided by the seniors to the juniors or the salesman, to assist the dealers in selling the product line. Ultimately, we need to take the help of the dealers for selling our products. Dealers is there, distributor is there, wholesaler is there, retailers is there. So we need to sell our product by taking help of these peoples, to provide advice and assist the middleman. Ultimately, the middleman should be assisted as advised, so that we can develop the right strategy to serve existing accounts, to assist in training of middlemen's sales personnel, to have maximum customer satisfaction, to search and maintain customer cooperation, self-development of the sales personnel. Ultimately, the development should be there of the sales personnel. Customer satisfaction is again here very important. We need to sell maximum volume of the product, but we at the same time we need the customer cooperation, and we need to achieve the customer satisfaction. So training is also there. Last but not the least, concluding remark. Sales management is a field which has emerged from marketing management. It is related to the administration of personal selling component of a company's marketing program. It includes the planning, implementation, and control of sales programs, as well as recruiting, training, motivating, and evaluating members of the sales force. Sales managers should develop and administer effectively, contributes organizational goals. Ultimately, sales management is basically part of marketing management, and basically deals with the personal selling, and there are different functions, management functions, which we are using in sales management: planning, implementation, and controlling. And one of the greatest tasks of a sales manager is to develop and administer in an effective and an efficient manner, so that they can achieve the organizational objectives, at the same time sales goals and objectives. Thank you.